The Hukam concept. We spoke about it a little bit today in the Gatha. Part is saying Hukmi Huvan Akar. If you look at that whole Pauri, the second Pauri of Japji Sahib, Hukmi Huvan Akar, Hukm na Kahiya Jai, Hukmi Huvan Ji, Hukm le Badiyai, Hukmi Uttam Neech. Let's take it from here. Hukmi Uttam Neech. So there's two things here. Hukmi, Uttam, and then Neech. Uttam means, so like, if you take a straight translation, to be honest, a lot of the times English translation really confuses people. And over there it says Hukmi, with his will, Uttam. Somebody becomes Uttam, somebody becomes high in the eyes of Waheguru. Yeah, with his Hukam though, with his order. Hukmi Uttam Neech. But then some people come really low. They're really low in the eyes of Waheguru. But then the way people are translating this is what is confusing people. People are saying then, Aap ki karde hain? And that means we're not doing anything. He's doing everything. He's making us high. He's making us low. It doesn't mean that. First of all, we got to translate hukam. What the actual word for it is for us to understand it. You know, because Gurbani can be translated at different levels. Gurbani will be translated at a different level for somebody, a different level for somebody else. The same Pauri can mean something completely different to a Mahapurkh, to a Brahmagyani, somebody that's got Brahmagyan, that somebody's got true inner vision, that can see the truth that is one with Waheguru. The way they see that Pauri is totally different to the way we need to look at it. We need to look at it from our level of where we're living. So Hukmi Uttam, first of all, Hukmi is Waheguru Ji's law. You know, when we say Hukme Andar Sabko, nobody is exempt from Waheguru Ji's law. Everybody is within that law. Everyone get that? Okay? Within that law of Waheguru Ji, if we're not following a certain thing, there's a reaction to each action that we do. So there's like the law of gravity as well. Theek hai na? Appa haath jo koi cheez chhadunge, it's going to go to the ground. That's a law of gravity. That's Waheguru Ji's law. And there's a law like that. For each action we do, there'll be a reaction. For some people, because of the actions that they are doing, that Hukmi, Uttam, that from the reaction of what they are doing, so because they're doing something maybe good, the reaction to that is in the eyes of Waheguru, that it's Waheguru Ji's law that they become Uttam. Not that Waheguru Ji is making them there. Do you understand? So you make yourself there or there. It's your action that decides. Because Guru Nanak Dev Ji said as well in Makkah, they asked Guru Nanak Dev Ji, this says, Puchan, Fol Kitab Nu. He said, go through your book, they said to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Remember we was talking about Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to travel and they used to carry their own Gurbani, whatever they used to recite. So the Guru Nanak Dev Ji would have a pothi in their hand, and when the Hajis, who had come to do pilgrimage of Makkah, they asked Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they says, Puchan Fol Kitab Nu, look through your book, whatever you've got. Kande Hindu Vadda ke Musalmanoi, who's greater out of the two? A Hindu or a Musliman? Hindu Vadda ke Musalmanoi. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Pacha Ji answered, and they said, Baba Aakhe Hajiyan Shubh Amala Bajon Dono Roi. Unless you don't do pure actions, unless you don't do good actions, you're both going to cry. It doesn't matter what label you hold. Whether you're a Hindu, whether you're a Muslim, and today we can say whether you're a Sikh. If you label yourself main Sikhya main baat jana, it doesn't matter. So that means there's a free will of us doing actions. But we haven't got, it's not in our power of what the outcome of that action is. Okay? That is his law. The hukam is what the reaction is. We can't control that. That's not in our control. That's the hukam. But we've got the free will to make an action first. So hukmi, uttam, neech. We can't decide it's not our law that makes us high or low. It's Waheguru Ji's law. But it's down to us what action we're doing to get there or there. Okay? Hukmi, uttam, neech. Hukam likh dukh sukh paiye hai. Hukam likh dukh sukh paiye hai. Dukh and then there's sukh. some people say, well, it's Waheguru Ji that's making you dukhi, it's Waheguru Ji that's making you sukhi. Look, no. According to the actions we're doing, we're writing for ourselves to be dukhi or sukhi because of what actions we are doing. But we haven't got power in the reaction. Yeah. The dukh that comes out of it, the dukh is a result from, that's the hukam from our action though. So it's a long subject, we can go through loads of Gurbani for this. You know, Waheguru Ji is Sabna Likhya Vudi Kalam. It's forever flowing. We're trying to understand Waheguru Ji in the time concept that we understand time to be. Waheguru Ji isn't within that time concept that we understand time. Of that, like, there's that past and then there's a forever flowing scribe of Waheguru Ji that is happening beyond time. We are forever writing our own destiny with our actions. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.